what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chishi Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
No more wasting time. Let's get it.
I said, why I'm gonna let you tell me what to do when I'm paying my own bills? He said, how much is the bills? About $1,000 a week. Average it up. Then my cash app said, bling. Oh, you're not playing. You're not playing.
And so from the sound of it, she's talking to a dude who's having a hard time getting her to cooperate. And she says, why would I cooperate if basically you're not paying my bills? And apparently he shoots her $1,000 after she tells him it's about $1,000. She says she rounded it a week. Let's keep listening.
Said, now listen. Oh, I'm all ears. I'm all ears.
This seems to be the new expectation for a lot of chicks out here, a lot of modern women who are open to marriage. Is they only see it as something that's feasible if you're able to pay for the majority of their bills. If it's not the majority, it's at least close to the majority of their bills. I'm not saying a man shouldn't do that, but is it a wonder? Is it a surprise that divorce rates are just getting higher and higher? You guys saw the post that I released recently of Black couples having the highest divorce rate this year in the US. Is this mentality actually helping produce families, or is it helping continue the cycle and increase the cycle of broken homes? That's what it looks like it's doing. Because the chances that you're going to run into a man who's willing to accept that transaction with you, that can very much be compared to prostitution, but we're not going to talk about that in this video, are very low. And it's a wonder there are more and more lonely women. Here's a comment in response to that post that this woman actually responded to. She said, sprinkle, sprinkle, I like the way you think. And that's exactly what I thought about, is this chick must listen to Shearer 7 and found a sugar daddy who she now is going to call her husband. But my question to you is, what happens when that money runs out? What happens when you hit hard times? Do you think that she will still show you the same cooperation and respect? Of course not. Of course not. Which is why I'm very much against leading with your wallet when it comes to a relationship. This doesn't mean you shouldn't have your shit together or be financially stable, no. But starting a relationship off like this is just setting yourself up for a very, very bad situation. Let's see what she had to say to that last comment. Let's get it.
Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes, I am a graduate of Sprinkle, Sprinkle University. I graduated top of my class with honors. I don't believe every single thing that she says is right, but she be having a valid point on a lot of stuff that she's saying. And I'm a daddy's girl, so I learned my game from a man first, from my daddy first. Because once I seen how he came about us, he got 4 daughters. When I see how my daddy stepped about my mama, how he stepped about us, another man can convince me that a man won't step about his if that's what he wants. If you're used to being around strong men, masculine men, people always say alpha men, but it ain't really about being an alpha male. So much as it about just where you stand as a man, a provider man, a man with that kind of mentality, he gonna step. It's simple as that. You saying this is what is required to be with me.
These chicks are out here reducing a masculine man down to whether he can pay for all her bills. Hopefully we hear what she brings to the table and what she's offering that man decides what's between her legs, right?
And he's saying no. He's letting you know that the money means more to him than you do. The money means more to him than you do. It's only one or two things. Either the money means more to him than you do, or he doesn't have it. And that means you're asking the wrong man.
So if you can't pay her weekly bills, her balance every week, then that's the wrong man. Guys, I'm trying to show that this idea, even though it's like a tired discussion and situation, it is only growing. This mentality is only growing and only affecting these chicks and modern women worse. And of course, You've got to avoid these chicks like the plague. Let's keep listening.
But don't go back and forth with these men. Because if he about you, he gonna step for you. Women be going after men that don't like them that much. And that's why he's not gonna treat you like that. He's not gonna you ain't gonna climb on a pedestal. He got to put you up on a pedestal. He got to already thank you all that and thank you worth his time, his money, his energy, his investment. Because we're not saying because you paying my bills, you can tell me what to do. We're saying, are you invested in me? Do you want me to be working hard, working myself to death? And y'all gonna be mad because the argument what we having when he's saying I'm not listening, he's telling me that I'm working too much and too late. I do hair and I'm also a therapist. He's telling me that
Here's your therapist. I've yet to run into a female therapist on TikTok who isn't leading women off a cliff. Yet to run into it.
I'm doing hair and stuff too.
No, that's not true. That's not true. I'll take that back. I remember one. One came to mind here. Okay, I remember one.
Late and too much because I'm complaining, my back is hurting, my anxiety be up, But I'm like, are you going to replace the money that I'm losing by you want me to stop working? Are you going to replace the money? And he was like, yeah. If that's going to help you to stop being stressed out all the time and stop complaining about all this stuff, then yeah. Because it's not about whether or not you're paying my bills. Are you invested in me enough that you want my life to be easier because you care about me? Do you want to take some of this pressure off my shoulders because you care about how I feel? You want me in my feminine energy. You don't want me challenging you and fighting back. You got to take me out of that headspace, out of that mind frame.
The modern woman's logic on how they operate in relationships. Pay for all my bills. Take the pressure off my shoulders. I would actually understand this if she wasn't requiring that taking pressure off is paying all her bills. Notice how these chicks usually never talk about realistic splits that don't sound like only the top % of men can afford. Men will gladly get into a situation. There are a lot of men out here who would gladly get into a situation where they're paying the majority of the bills. But to sit there and say help is paying for all your bills on a monthly basis is insane. This is not going to work. Their situation is not going to work out.
But men who are trained like that, men who come from their own 2-parent homes, or men who are natural providers, or men who are already ambitious, driven kind of men, or men who have their dream girl are already going to be thinking like that. I'm not telling women to convince men of anything. If he doesn't agree, if he doesn't think like that, then move on to the next one. Y'all don't be wanting to let these men go. Listen, I'm not here to convince you, baby. I'm saying this is what I need. If you saying you don't give that, it just eliminates you and let me know that you're not the one for me. But I'm going to just keep on looking. And I don't mind being by myself. Nope, because the stuff that I already have what I need. The only reason I would stop getting what I need is because you want my time. And then am I going to have less because I'm giving you my time? No, I'm going to give you my time, and in exchange, you're going to take some of this burden off my back. Or else I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing because I still got to catch these flights, baby. I still got trips planned. Who going to pay for them? You want me to take off work? Okay, then. Okay.
Lost, bro. Lost. Dream girl. Listen, a man's dream girl, and most men, unfortunately, don't always find this, but a man's dream girl is the chick who he found and still showed him respect before he was able to afford all her bills. That's a man's dream girl. She gets the best treatment. Yeah, will he wife up a chick when he ascends into his greatness? Yeah, he will. But deep down, he knows that things might be differently. She might treat him differently, like this chick probably would, if he couldn't pay all the bills and take care of her completely. Here's another comment that says, he showed you better than he could tell you. He put the money where his mouth is, that part. Let's listen.
Listen, if this man is about you, he is gonna step. One thing for certain, two things for sure, baby. If he about you, he gonna step. Don't let a man play with you a little bit, not a tinch, honey. How much is a tinch? This much. Don't let him play with you this much. Because if he about you, he is gonna step. Okay? If we talking about an ambitious man, a high achieving, high earning man, he go after what he want. He don't want the easy thing. He want the exclusive thing. Okay, and he want to go after it. He don't want it to come easy to him. He want a challenge, and he wanted to have some standards. If you don't got no standards, yeah, he'll take you, but he ain't looking at you long term. He ain't gonna invest nothing into you because you ain't investing into yourself. You ain't taking yourself seriously. He not gonna take you seriously, honey. And if he playing games with you even a little bit, I tell these people, listen, I didn't even take recess when I was in elementary because I never played. But one thing about it, baby.
What? I'm convinced she might be lying to us. This man probably does not exist.
If they want you, they going stop, honey, in the name of love, baby. Okay, don't let these men play with you. No, tinch, and I'm not playing.
Listen, chances are, as soon as he gets what he wants a couple of times, it'll be a different story. It'll be a different story. We'll keep that one in the records and go check up on her here in a little bit. Listen, as always, what do you think? Be careful out here, man. Be careful. I care about you. Yes, the coffee man cares. I'm worried. I'm seeing this mentality grow, and I'm concerned. As always, I appreciate you. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.